Good morning. It is wonderful to see all of you here this morning, members and guests, families, children. It's great to have all this energy here this morning. I welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Delaware County. I am Reverend Peter Friedrichs, leading worship this morning with Chrissy Bushyager, our Director of Religious Education, our music director Bob Rowland, and the choir is back. Woo! Welcome back, choir. I promise one of these Sundays will be warm in here. I promise. Not this Sunday, unfortunately. Some Sunday soon. It'll be warmer in here. We have windows open and doors open to increase the ventilation and hopefully, in addition to the mask, keep everyone safe. I want to welcome all of those who are joining online, and if you want to welcome the people online, here's a camera. We can say hi to the folks joining us via Zoom. It is wonderful to have you here remotely. For those who are here remotely, I'll remind you that you have closed captioning available to you if you use the little CC closed captioning button in the bottom of your screen, or at least it's at the bottom of screens. And also, if you would like to stay for a virtual coffee hour online, stay on Zoom, and you will be invited to join a breakout room. For those who are here in the sanctuary, if not raining out, we'll have refreshments outside circle, and we invite you to join us out there. Chrissy, do we have other announcements to make this thing? Okay, well, let us begin our worship then this morning by rise in body or in spirit here in sanctuary and join in singing opening hymn, Here We Have Gathered. The lyrics will be on your screen.
Please remain standing and join me as we recite our covenant together. Enriched by our differences and joined together in our search for meaning, we covenant with ourselves and other to seek truth in a spirit of love, to strive for justice, and to serve others with a joyful heart. You may be seated.
This morning we light our chalice with the words, of Claudine O'Leary, who most recently served UU Church of Bowling Green, Kentucky. And for our guest today, the chalice, I'd just like to take a moment to explain the chalice, a symbol of faith, our Unitarian Universalist faith. The light in a cup represents different things to different people. It could be light of truth. It could be a beacon of home and sanctuary. It could be a light that leads us towards a more just world. So we leave that interpretation up to you. But now we light our chalice with these words. We light this chalice for mothers and mothering, to celebrate those who have taken on the task of nurturing a young baby child, youth into adulthood. To celebrate those who have nourished the light of truth and compassion in growing minds and hearts. To celebrate those who have committed time, money, energy to the growth of others in this world. We light this chalice to celebrate and hold dear this flame of love. And now I invite us to join singing together with our choir our centering song, Loving Kindness Meditation. You remain seated for this meditation. Please enter into a time of prayer with me now. Spirit of life and love, great and gracious God, deep and abiding mystery beyond our knowing and naming. In this moment, it is a blessing to be together, to be here in this time and this space that is made sacred by the presence of so many. We celebrate young life just beginning, making its way into the world. We celebrate those who have brought that young life into this world. And we remember those who have gone before us. May we remember them well and with love. Let this be a time of celebration, a time of connection, a time of appreciation for all the gifts of our lives. For those who are grieving, who are lost, for whom this is a time of sorrow, may you know that you are not alone, you are never alone, that you are part of everything and everyone around you. In this time, I also want to note and lift up David and Todd Johnson, who let us know this week that they had experienced the birth of their first granddaughter, Devorah Judith. She was born Friday night. They are all doing well. So we celebrate with David and Todd. And let us take a moment to pray for peace in our homes, in our hearts, in our community, in our nation, and in our world. For those who do not know peace at this moment, we send loving thoughts to them. May we be instruments of peace. May we seek peace. May we make peace. We offer up all these prayers in the name of all that is holy and in all the holy names. Amen. I invite us now to rise in body or in spirit and join in singing Spirit of Life. We will do that accompanied by the body motions that we've learned through this year. The chalice flame is our spirit of life. You may be seated. Mother's Day, I'm afraid, has become one of those hallmark holidays that celebrate an ideal that doesn't exist in real life. The mother who none of us had or have, or are, or will be. It's dangerous to put mom up there on a pedestal because the reality is that she will never live up to that image of perfection. Some of you in this room know that feeling all too well, I suspect, particularly after the past 2 or so years. Either your relationship with your mother was strained or maybe even non-existent, or you're a mom who struggles just to make it through the day, constantly feeling inadequate to the standards society has set for you. So let's for a moment offer up our thanks to mothers who do the best they can, instead of being perfect. Yeah. And then let's get on with the celebration of the idea instead of the ideal of motherhood. The idea of motherhood goes far beyond the biological. to the point that it can include those who give birth and those who can't or don't, those who choose to have children and those who don't. Oh, and did you hear that word, choose? So I'm going to take a moment here. I don't think we can think about motherhood today without acknowledging the news of this week, what appears to be the impending demise of Roe v. Wade. It sickens me. It sickens me, as I know it does many of you, that a pregnant person's right to choose what to do with that pregnancy and what to do with their own body is now in jeopardy. In 2015, the Unitarian Universalist Association of Congregations adopted a statement of conscience which proclaims in part, as Unitarian Universalists, we embrace the reproductive justice framework, which espouses the human right to have children, not to have children, to parent the children one has in healthy environments, and to safeguard bodily autonomy and to express one's sexuality freely. The UU Association of Congregations has also said that as Unitarian Universalists, we believe that all bodies are sacred. All bodies are sacred. Every person has the right to determine if, when, and how they want to have children. Unitarian Universalism proclaims that all individuals and communities have the right to self-determination, safety, and the resources that are necessary for health and sustainability. Just so we're clear, our nation is eager to support the right of self-determination of all Ukrainians, but it won't protect or defend that same right for half of its citizens at home. The right to choose is just that, a legal right that should not be controlled, regulated, or legislated out of existence, period. Now, I could say a lot more about that, but that's the bottom line. And let me say that one more time. The right to choose is just that, a legal right that should not be controlled, regulated, or legislated out of existence. It's Mother's Day. There's no easy transition back into this. But if we think about motherhood in this broad terms of those who nurture, all those who nurture, the concept of motherhood has two key elements, I think. One is the power to create, or what I call the creative impulse, and the other is the power to nurture, what I'll call the sustaining impulse. The power to create isn't limited to just those who have babies. Anyone who has birthed something or someone into being has this aspect of motherhood within them. What is it that you want to create? Is it a work of art or a piece of music? Or is it a movement to bring more peace and more love and more justice into the world? Maybe it's a new you, a new way of being in the world. What are you being called to give birth to? Whatever your creative impulse, whatever you are called to give birth to, that is the first aspect of motherhood. The second is in some ways easier and in other ways harder than the first, because it's not just enough to create something. We've got to be committed to it. We've got to sustain it, nurture it, help it grow into the best thing it can be. I say this is in some ways easy because if it's something that we've created, something we have a burning desire to birth into the world, we're bound to want to care for it so that it grows and thrives. But nurturing and sustaining this thing we've created is also hard work. A mother doesn't just give birth and walk away. They need to stick with it, whatever it is, through all the ups and downs, to love it and care for it, even when it doesn't turn out exactly as they had planned or hoped it would be. So on this Mother's Day, in addition to working for justice, I ask you to celebrate your own mother, if you can. And I ask you to seek out the mother that may be lurking inside of you. Ask yourself, what am I called to give life to? How can I bring it into the world? And when we find that thing, love the heck out of it, guide it, coax it, cultivate it, until it blooms into the beautiful, all its beautiful flowering potential. Whoever you are, mother it for all you're worth. The Reverend Linda Susan Ulrich is a settled minister at the Unitarian Society of New Haven, Connecticut. Linda Susan identifies as non-binary, bisexual person of color, and they write this: on Mother's Day, let us mark how beautiful and complex it can be to mother and to be mothered. To those who have mothered, we thank you. To those who rejoice in the work, the role, the presence of mothering and mothers, we celebrate with you. To those who are in the thick of parenting children of any age, we appreciate you. To those who experience loss through infertility, abortion, miscarriage, adoption, or running away, we mourn with you. To those who have lost their mothers, we grieve with you. To those who have endured abuse at the hands of their mothers, we see you and acknowledge you. To those who experience pain at the marking of this day, we witness you. To those who are single moms, grandmoms, stepmoms, foster moms, adoptive moms, mentor moms, and spiritual moms, we need you. And to those who are pregnant with new life, both expected and surprising, we anticipate with you. May we reflect with gratitude on the wide spectrum of mothering that happens in our lives and in our communities. We now take time to remember those who, with both tenderness and ferocity, have mothered us and who are no longer with us. We do this by building a bouquet of roses in this empty vase that you see in front of me. And we speak that mother's name into the microphone so that their spirit may be brought into our presence today. We also want to honor all those whose relationships with their mothers were or are less than they had hoped for. If you have a wish that your relationship with your mother, living or dead, is or was different than you had hoped, I invite you to silently drop a stone representing that wish into the bowl of water here on the table. So please feel free to both add a flower to a bouquet or drop a stone if that's appropriate for you. If there is someone who played a mothering role in your life who you'd like to remember and whose spirit you would like to call forth into this room, I invite you to come up as you did to drop stones into the bowl of water, place a rose in the vase, and speak that person's name into the microphone.
Jane Coates. Emma.
Mary Ellen.
Janelle. Dorothy Jane.
Louise.
Marilyn W. Ashbrook.
Kathleen.
Gladys.
Marion.
Betty Hendry. Mary Gray.
Olga Reyes.
Cora Lee.
Mary Kathleen.
Bonnie Davis.
Glenna and Helen.
Penny Fox.
Jacqueline Ferguson.
Mary Mutter Kane.
Marie.
Angela and Kay.
Florence Ruth Hummy. Pat and Elaine.
Dorothy Chuplis.
Martha and Evelyn.
My mom, Phyllis, my sister, Mary Ann, and my niece, Natalie.
And I will place a rose into the bouquet for all those who have been named by those who are online joining us via Zoom, as well as a rose for my wife Irene's mother, Martha. Please pray with me now. Great Goddess, sacred Mother to us all, be with us as we remember those who have brought us into this world, those who have nurtured and nourished us, those who provided strength and the courage of will to become who we are today. We mourn that they are now gone from us. We give thanks for the gifts they have given us and the special place they hold in our hearts. Their presence in our lives is irreplaceable, and their loss leaves a space that cannot be filled. We mourn, too, for all those who did not receive the mothering they deserved. May they find comfort and nurture from others, and may their wounds be healed by hearts of compassion and deep, deep grace. Let us commit to passing on the best of what our mothers gave us and leaving behind the rest. Let us serve as mother figures to those who express a need for nurture and love, not just our children or our children's children, but even those whose paths we cross in passing. In remembering those who mothered us, let us honor them by sharing the love, compassion, ferocity, and strength that they shared with us. And let us offer up our forgiveness for those who did their best and fell short. Perhaps in so doing, our pain may be eased and our hearts mended. We pray these things in the name of all those who have mothered in every time, in every land. Amen.
Time for All Ages this morning that comes to us from Reverend Erica Hewitt. Thank you, Peter. I left my notes over there. No, I'm okay. It comes from Reverend Erica Hewitt, but it's a story from the Bible. I'm just telling it in a way that Reverend Hewitt has kind of constructed. And I'm going to use the Wonder Box today. Yay, the Wonder Box is back. So the way the Wonder Box works, for those of you who are with us for the first time or haven't been around for a while, I'm going to shake the Wonder Box. There's something in it, and we don't know what it is. So I want you to listen when I shake it, and then we're going to guess what's in the Wonder Box. So here goes. Listen carefully. Doesn't sound very loud, does it? Let's try it again. All right, I'll take a couple guesses. You can yell them out. There's a lot of people in here. I heard a tennis ball, a teddy bear, a stuffed animal. Wait, who said socks? It's so exciting when someone gets it, and it wasn't rocks, because it's never rocks. That's just the rule. It's never rocks. It's socks. Oh my goodness. So this is one of my absolute favorite pairs of socks in the whole world, because these socks are made out of wool. Who knows where wool comes from? Donald says sheep. Is that right? Yeah, so wool comes from sheep. It also comes from other animals, like these are from alpaca. These are alpaca socks, and they're wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to tell a story today about sheep and a shepherd. And this story was told a really long time ago by Jesus. And if you know, Jesus was a teacher a long time ago, and Jesus told a lot of stories about love and about caring for one another. And this is one of those stories that Jesus told. And it's about a shepherd. What's a shepherd? What does a shepherd do? Does anyone know? Yes. Takes care of a flock of sheep or other grazing animals. Exactly. So a shepherd is a person who takes care of sheep. And this shepherd in the story had 100 sheep to take care of. Can you imagine trying to keep track of 100 sheep? Because they move around a little bit. So this shepherd was taking care of 100 sheep. And he was a very, very good shepherd. He did everything he could to make sure that those sheep were safe, that they were getting all the food that they needed, they were protected from things that might hurt the sheep. And at the end of the day, the shepherd brought the sheep back and watched them as they walked into the pen and counted. Now, how many sheep was he supposed to have? 100 sheep. So he counted 98, 99. There were only 99. 99 is one less from 100 if you don't know all your math facts yet. So he was missing one sheep. And he counted them again, and he counted them again, and it was still 99 sheep. Now, it's the end of a long day of shepherding. It's getting dark out there. There's stuff out in the darkness that could hurt a sheep, but that same stuff could hurt a shepherd too. He has no idea where these sheep are. His dinner is on the table, it's warm, he's tired. He got 99 of the sheep safely home. 99 out of 100. That's 99% of the sheep. If you got 99% on a math test, that's an A+. What is he going to do? Is he going to go out into the darkness, risking his safety to go find that one missing sheep? It could take him hours. It could take him all night. What do you think he's going to do? Well, I'm going to tell you what the shepherd did. The shepherd left the 99 sheep safe in their pen, and he went out to find that one missing sheep. And he did this. Jesus told us this story for two reasons. The first reason was Jesus was telling a story about a love that is so big that it cares for everyone. It cares for those who are in danger and for those who are lost. And Jesus called that love God. And a lot of people call that love God. And Jesus also told this story to remind us that we are part of that great big love. So as Unitarian Universalists, we can hear this story and we can think about the ways that we can be part of that great big love. And we can look out, we can pay attention for who are the missing sheep, who isn't here, who is excluded, or not even excluded, but just not included, who isn't welcomed, who is in danger. This story is about leaving comfort to go be with those who are in danger, who need our help. This story is about being the hands and the feet of love. Thank you for listening to my story today.
We now have an opportunity to be part of that great love that Chrissy was just talking about, because today is our Share the Plate Sunday, which means that 100% of your generous donation will go to support our community partner for this month, and our community partner is Family Promise. Many of us have worked with Family Promise before, back before the pandemic, when the model was to have families go to faith communities and be housed for a week or 2 weeks so that they could keep families together during their period of homelessness and looking for permanent housing. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, that model has come to an end, but Family Promise still exists, still serves families, still keeps families together and keeps them out of shelters as best they can while they're looking for housing. And so your generous donation today will go to support directly to support Family Promise. We do receive your offering via smartphones. If you text the number that you see on your screen and the amount that you would like to send to our Share the Plate program and to Family Promise, you can do so. Just follow these instructions that you see on your screens. Thank you for your generous support of Family Promise. From the beginning of time, parents have brought their children to sacred places for dedication. In the presence of the congregation, the child is given a name, and we declare our responsibility for them. By giving the child a name, we declare that the child is an individual, a unique and separate person with a dignity and life of its own. Children come from us, but they are not ours. In giving them the name, we declare that we will respect the children as themselves and give them the freedom to be themselves.
We perform this ceremony publicly to declare that all of us are responsible for the care and development of the children. It is our task to give them a world of peace and justice to grow into. It is our task to give them our ideals and our hopes. By presenting the child to the congregation, the parents acknowledge that the child is a being in whom we all have responsibility and whom we all welcome to the community. I would like to invite our families forward for child dedication. You can gather right here in the front.
And that would include parents and anyone here serving as godparents. We ask you to come just sort of line up in the front of the sanctuary here with your children. You want to read this part?
The power and promise of a child is but a seed which has barely begun to sprout. Every child comes into the world dependent on the love and care of others. In receiving these children, we all dedicate ourselves to growing what we can, to doing what we can to create a loving and healthy world in which they may grow and prosper.
In bringing your children before us, you are acknowledging that they are not only your children, but children of life itself. To you is entrusted the sacred joy and privilege of guiding their lives in all their budding possibilities and of teaching them to recognize their own genius and worth. And so, parents of these children, do you promise to the best of your ability, by your example and your affection, to raise your children in the ways of truth, beauty, love, and justice? Now, to those of you who are serving as godparents, you have been asked to play a special role in the life of these children. In the event that their parents are unable to discharge their responsibility for their spiritual nurture, do you promise, to the best of your ability, by your example and your affection, to raise these children in the ways of truth, beauty, love, and justice? Thank you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to call a family forward. We'll come over to this side, and we will name and dedicate your children. And so the first family I'd like to invite is the Plaxa family. Oh, you guys know how much I love this. May I? Hi, sweetie. Oh, hold on. There we go. Oh, yeah. I got you. I got you. Oh. Well, what name have you given this child?
Margaret Elizabeth.
Margaret Elizabeth. Oh, Margaret Elizabeth, meet the congregation. Margaret Elizabeth, you are unique to this world, but you are not alone. This is your community. These are your people. Oh, you are so sweet. There is Margaret Elizabeth. There is no one exactly like you, and no one's listening to me right now. We rejoice that you are with us and that you have within you the spirit of life. Welcome. With this budding rose, symbol of new life, dipped in water, the source of all life. We celebrate the purity and miracle that is your life. We give thanks for your ability to grow and to love, through which your life shall be fulfilled. Oh, so exciting. I touch you on the brow and on the lips and on the hands to dedicate your thoughts, your speech, and your deeds to creating a world of kindness and care. And I touch you on the heart that you may know love, that it may grow in both courage and compassion throughout your lifetime. Margaret Elizabeth Plaxa, it is so wonderful to welcome you into this world. We have a baby quilt from our quilting group. You have to open it up. We have to see it. Maybe I won't give her back. Got her? You're welcome. There, you can be seated. Then I'd like to invite the Bring-In family to come forward. And let's start, we'll go youngest to oldest. How's that sound? All right, may I? All right. Hi there, buddy. Hi. How are you? How are you? What name have you given this child? Samuel Allen. Okay, we're going to do a little tour. Samuel Allen, you are unique in this world. There is no one like you. But look at, you are not alone. These are your people. This is your community. This is where you will grow up surrounded by love. Ooh. Now, with this budding rose, thank you, the symbol of new life, dipped in water, the source of all life. We celebrate the purity and miracle that is your life. We give thanks for your ability to grow and to love, through which your life shall be fulfilled. I touch you on the brow and on the lips and on the hands, that you may dedicate your thoughts, your speech, and your deeds to creating a world of kindness, care, and love. And I touch you on the heart, that it may know love, and that it may grow in both courage and compassion throughout your lifetime. Welcome. All right. Come here, buddy. I'm sorry. Yep. Another baby quilt. Look at the monkeys on there. There you go. Want to come up? All right, buddy. Oh, there we go. There we go. What name have you given this child? William Michael. William, do you go by William? Say hi. You want to say hi? Okay, we can say hi. These are your people. There is no one in the world exactly like you. Did you know that? You did? Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. So, William Michael, with this budding rose, symbol of new life, dipped in water, the source of all life, we celebrate the purity and miracle that is your life. We give thanks for your ability to grow and to love, through which your life shall be fulfilled. Are you ready? All right. I touch you on the brow and on the lips and on the hands, that you may dedicate your thoughts, your speech, and your deeds to creating a world of kindness and care. And I touch you on the heart, that it may know love, and that it may grow in both courage and compassion throughout your lifetime. Would you like to hold that? It's got thorns, so be careful. Are you okay? Great. Here we go. All right. Good job. And then we have, for both your older children, Buddha at bedtime. Hello. Would you like to be held, or would you like to just stand? You like to stand, okay. And what name have you given this young woman? Juliana Jane? Juliana Jane, hi, how are you? Come with me for just a second, okay? Come on. We're going to say hi to everybody. This is Juliana, everybody. Everybody say hi. Is that embarrassing? No? Okay, good. Come on over here. So Juliana, did you know that there is no one in the world exactly like you? You did know that? That's good. But you know what? You're also not alone. You got your family here. You got your family, and this is your church family. And we're all here to help you grow in love. Okay? Cool. Now, guess what I'm going to do? Do you know what's coming? I'm going to dip this rose, a symbol of new life, in water, the source of all life, to celebrate the purity that is your life. We give thanks for your ability to grow and to love, through which your life shall be fulfilled. So now, here, turn this way. Turn a little bit this way. There we go. I'm going to touch you on the brow and sort of on the lips and on the hands, that you may dedicate your thoughts, your words, and your deeds to the cause of justice and love. And I touch you on your heart, that it may know love, that it may grow deeper in love throughout your life. Here, take that. And you're going to share that storybook with your brother, okay? Thank you so much. Oh. Now, Michael and Alyssa Franklin were going to be here today with Ada Grace, but she unfortunately is under the weather. So we want to acknowledge, she may be online. If she is, let's say hi. And we will dedicate her at another time. So then let's see. Oh, we have the Spicer Graham family. All right. Come on over. Look at you guys matched today. How about that? How are you doing? You good? All right. What name have you given this child? Denver. Hi, Denver. You okay? We'll make this quick. So Denver, did you know there is nobody in the whole world just like you? You are one and only the Denver that we know. These people, though, are your community. This is your community of love and justice. Look at them waving to you. Yeah. So Denver, I'm dipping this rose in water to represent the purity that is your life that we celebrate today. So I'm going to very quickly just touch you on the brow and on the lips and on the hands, that you may dedicate your thoughts, your words, and your deeds to the causes of justice and love. And I touch you on the heart, that your heart may know love, and that you may grow in love throughout your lifetime. And we have for you a book of bedtime stories. That's for you, okay? And this little certificate. It is wonderful to have you here. You want this too? Do you want the flower? There you go. Okay. It's wonderful to have you here. Let's see. I think we'll have the nobles come up next. We're missing a certificate. Okay. The nobles, yes. Hello. How are you? Who would like to go first? Youngest oldest, sure. Hi. Can I pick you up? Would you like to be picked up, or do you want to stand? Stand? Okay. Well, I'm going to come down to your level then. So come on over here. Come over a little closer. So, what name have you given this child?
Miriam Lewis.
Hi, Miriam. How are you in your pretty flower dress? Look out here, Miriam. Look at all these people. This is your church family. Do you want to wave to them? They're waving to you. You are unique in the world. There is no one exactly like you. Did you know that? But you're not alone in this world. All these people are here for you, just for you. Now, I have a special little flower for you, and I'm going to dip it in water. So this represents new life. This represents all life. And we celebrate the purity that is your life. So I'm going to touch you on the brow and on the lips and on the hands, that you may dedicate your thoughts, your words, and your deeds to the causes of justice and love. And I touch you on your heart, that it may know love, that it may grow in courage day by day throughout your life. Welcome. We are so glad you're here. Do you want to hold that rose? Okay, good job. Hello. Oh, come on, you can't be shy with me. We know each other, right? We've done story time online, right? Yes. Okay, and what name have you given this child? Marie Noel. Hi, Marie Noel. How are you? You okay? I want you to look out here. Everybody, this is Marie Noel. Everybody saying hi. Did you know that there is nobody in the world exactly like you? Even though your sister's a lot like you, she's not exactly like you. So I'm going to dip this rose, which symbolizes new life, into the water, which represents all life, to celebrate your life and its budding possibilities. And I'm going to touch you on the brow and on the lips and on the hands that are holding so tight to Dad, his hands are turning white, that you may dedicate your thoughts, your words, and your deeds to the causes of love and justice. And I touch you on your heart, that it may know love, that it may grow in courage and fortitude throughout your days, and that you are held in love and you share that love with everyone around you. So that's for you. And this is for you and your sister. Okay? Hold on, we have your certificates. Whoops. There we go. You got it? That's a heavy book. Great. You're welcome. And let's see. Come on up. I'm afraid, sorry, we don't have your certificate. Okay. Oh, okay. Come on up. Would you like to come up? Can I hold you? No? Okay, that's fine. We'll do that down here. So come on over. What name have you given this child? Vera Rose. Hey, Vera, do you see all these people out here? All those people are here just for you. Yeah. Say hi. Yeah. Yeah. And look at those people behind you are here just for you. How about that? Now I'm going to dip this rose in water. This is a symbol of new life and the source of all life, to celebrate your life. I'm going to give it to you in just a minute, okay? First, I'm going to touch you on the brow and on the lips and on the hands, that you may dedicate your thoughts, your words, and your deeds to the causes of love and justice. And I touch your heart, and you can hold it now if you want, that your heart may know love in this time and as you grow throughout your life, and that you share that love all the time with other people, okay? It's so nice to have you here. I think we have a quilt for you. Yeah, sure. There. So all these quilts are from our Connecting Threads group, and we give quilts to babies and we give quilts to seniors when they leave the community. So yeah, it's great to have you here. All right, no more kneeling for me. Come on over, Davises. Enough of that up and down stuff. Oh, hello. Who wants to go first? We're going to stick with youngest to oldest. Come on over. Turn this way. You don't want me to pick you up, right? No, good. That's a good thing. What name have you given this child? Tessa Coraline. Tessa Coraline. Everybody say hi to Tessa. Tessa, you are unique in this whole world, but you are not alone. These people are with you to help you grow in love and join this community of courage and justice. I am going to take a rose, symbol of new life, dip it in water, the source of all life, to celebrate your life, the fact that you're here with us today. And I'm going to touch you on the head, the lips, and the hands. There we go. Bingo, got it. That you may dedicate your thoughts, your words, and your deeds to the causes of love and justice. And I touch you on the heart, that it may know love and it may grow in courage day by day as you grow in this world. Welcome to this world. There you go. All right. And what name have we given this child, almost not a child anymore. Amelia Sophie, how you doing? Good. You know what I'm going to say, right? Have you got it memorized? No. Oh, you could do it yourself? So, everybody, this is Amelia. Say hi to Amelia. Hey. So, Amelia, you know that you are like nobody else in this world, right? You've got all the same DNA, almost as everybody, but just a little different. So there's no one like you in this entire world. We need you. Did you know that? We need you just to be who you are, how you are, okay? Just be the best Amelia you can be. So I'm going to dip this flower into the water. The flower represents new life. The water represents the source of all life. And we celebrate with this flower the purity and newness of your life and all its potential. And I'm going to touch you on the head, the lips, and the hands, that you may dedicate your thoughts, your words, and your deeds to the causes of love and justice. And I touch you on the heart, that your heart may know love, that it may grow in courage and strength as you grow day by day, and that you share that love with the world. This is yours, and then you and your sister. I know you're a little old for bedtime stories, but you might find something in there that's cool. Thank you. And so, we have a congregational response we would ask you to share. I have some words to say, and then the response is on the screen. This is to all of our families. We welcome you into our community of hope, courage, and love. Like chalices, your unique spirits bring light to this congregation and to the larger world in which you live and laugh, play, and grow. And so I ask you, congregation, are you ready to dedicate yourselves to these children? We acknowledge the divine spark within all of these children and wish them all joy and happiness in their lives so full of promise. Please pray with me. For the gift of childhood, whose innocence and laughter keep the world young, we all rejoice and give thanks. May these sweet, sweet lives which we have accepted into our community of faith receive abundantly the blessings of health, love, knowledge, and wisdom, and in their turn share those blessings with those they encounter from this day forward. Blessed be, and amen. I invite us all now to rise in body or in spirit, and those at home to join in singing our closing hymn, For the Beauty of the Earth. Please remain standing and join with me in saying the words as we extinguish our chalice. Thank you, choir, for the gift of your music today. Thank you to Rob Sartain and Marilyn Huff, who are running tech and recovering however they recovered from the early glitches. Thank you to our hospitality members for making this time feel so welcoming to us. Thank you to all families who are here today. Thank you to all of you for helping to support our children and to remember our mothers. Let us now say together the words of our benediction. If there's someone you feel comfortable holding hands with close by, you join hands. If not, you can virtually hold others' hands by holding them up. For those who come here seeking God, may God go with you. For those who come embracing life, may life return your affection. And for those who come to seek a path, may a way be found and the courage to take it step by step. Blessed be.